are watching me live. So today we are going to discuss some very important spotting error questions, and all these questions are from SSC previous year papers. Okay, so today the target is to discuss at least 20 questions. So join the session as soon as possible and share the session as much as possible so that we can connect with more students, right? Yeah, please, everyone, join the session so that we may start. Okay. Yes. So today we are going to discuss some very important spotting error questions, and let's start with the question number 1. Let's start with the question number 1. Due to the heavy rains, the ship drowned in the middle of the ocean. What is the error in this sentence? Due to the heavy rains, the ship drowned in the middle of the ocean. And we'll try to solve these questions in 30 seconds. So 30 seconds you have. Due to the heavy rains, the ship drowned in the middle of the ocean. What is the error in this sentence? Due to the heavy rains, the ship drowned in the middle of the ocean. What is the error in this sentence? Due to the heavy rains, the ship drowned in the middle of the ocean. See, here, second part has error. The word drowned will be replaced by sank. Okay, sank, because sink is used for non-living things, whereas drown is used for living. Second form of sink is sank, and third form is sunk, and participle form is sunken. Whereas drown, second form of drown is drowned, and third form is drowned. Okay, so here we are talking about ship. Ship is of course a non-living thing. So here we cannot use the word drown, because drown is used only for living things. So here drown will be replaced by sank, which is the second form of sink. Okay, clear? Now the second question. Your time starts now. Death of his only son made Mohan desolate. Death of his only son made Mohan desolate. Yes, death of his. See, here we have a word desolate. Okay, the meaning is desolate is unconsolable. Unconsolable, in grief, sad, or we can say. Okay, so death of his only son made Mohan desolate. What is the error in this sentence? See, here the error is in the first part. Before death, we need to prefix the. Okay, because here we are not talking about death of, here death, here death is specific. Okay, here the word death is specific because we are not talking about death in general. We are talking about the death of a particular person. So whenever a noun is specific, we need to prefix definite article the before it. Okay, so the death of is the right answer. Okay, now question number 3, and your time starts now. He fell heavily and this caused him great pain. He fell heavily and this caused him great pain. Yes. Time up. See, I'm telling you something very important. Learn all the article phrases. Okay, learn all article phrases. Now, what does article phrase mean? Article phrases are the phrases where a particular article is used, okay, and you cannot change it. For example, there is a phrase in a temper or in a confusion. These are phrases. Now, phrases can never be changed. You cannot modify a phrase. Phrases are complete and fixed. You cannot modify them, you cannot change even a single word. Okay, so if the phrase is in a temper, and in a confusion, you cannot write in temper or in the temper, right? Because the phrase is in a temper, and if this is phrase, you cannot modify it, you cannot remove a, or you cannot use the in place of a, right? So in temper or in the temper, wrong. The same is the case with in a confusion. So there are many article phrases, there are number of article phrases that you need to learn. Someday or other, I'll try to discuss articles in detail, okay? Then I'll tell you how many article phrases are there, okay? So the way in a temper and in a confusion are phrases, the same way a great pain is also a phrase. A great pain is also a phrase. So like, you cannot modify in a temper or in a confusion, the same way you cannot modify a great pain. If there is article a with great pain, you cannot remove it. So here great pain will be replaced by a great pain. Okay, a great pain would be the right answer. Okay, a great pain would be the right answer. Okay, now the next question, question number 4, and your time starts now. When I met him the couple of days back, he was writing a new book. When I met him the couple of days back, he was writing a new book. Yes, what is the error in this sentence? When I met him, here second part has error. The couple of days, here the couple will be replaced by a couple of days. A couple of days. Okay, the will be replaced by a couple of days. When I met him a couple of days back, a couple of days means 2 days back. A couple of days back means 2 days back, so it is general. Now which 2 days we are talking about, it is unknown. Okay, try to understand, try to relate both the things. A couple of days means 2 days back. Now which 2 days are we talking about? It is not clear, it is not definite. It can be any 2 days that we are talking about. So it becomes general. That's why we use a in place of the. So a couple of days is the right answer. Okay. Now the next one. In his old age, a person is likely to get more weak day by day. Yes. In his old age, a person is likely to get, see, comparative of weak is weaker. Okay, comparative of weak is weaker. So weak will be replaced by weaker and more will be removed. So in his old age, a person is likely to get weaker day by day. Okay, this is a very easy one, the very easy question. Okay, let's see the next one. Question number 6. You are always doing this mistake. You are always doing this mistake. Haji. See, you are always doing this mistake. Here, doing will be replaced by making. Okay, here doing will be replaced by making, because do is something intentional. Do is something intentional. Okay, do is something intentional. When we do something intentionally, we use word do. But mistake is something unintentional. Mistake is something unintentional. That's why we should not use do with mistake. We use make. One more thing, that many of you might be confused that how can we use the word always in continuous tense. Okay, you are always making this mistake. You are always making this mistake. Can we use, now the question is, can we use always in continuous tense? Can we use always in continuous tense? Yes. Answer is yes. Answer is yes. Many of you might be confused that can we use always in continuous tense? So the answer is yes, we can use. Now, what does always mean when it is used in continuous tense? Always is used in continuous tense when something is not liked by us. Okay, always is used in continuous tense when something is not liked by us. For example, if I say, you are always playing. You are always playing. For example, if I say you are always playing, it means that I do not like your playing. Okay, when I do not like something, I use always in continuous tense. For example, I say you are always singing. You are always singing. So when I say you are always singing, it means that I do not like your singing. So whenever we dislike something, whenever we dislike someone doing something, we use always in continuous tense. Okay, so here always is absolutely correct. You are always making this mistake means that your making mistake is not liked by me. I do not like your making mistake. Okay, so in this sense we can use always in continuous tense. Is it clear? Is it clear, guys? Okay, the next one. He has a large family to care. 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 See, the word care is used with a preposition. The preposition can be of or for. For example, you should care for your family, or you should take care of your family, right? So if care is verb, it is followed by for, and if care is noun, it is followed by of. So if the word care is verb, you should care for. Here care is verb, okay? You should care for. If care is verb, it is followed by for. And here take is verb, care is noun. So when care is noun, it is followed by of. So whether it is noun or a verb, it is always followed by a preposition, right? And this preposition for or of cannot be removed. So care will be followed by to take care of or for. We need to suffix of or for after care. He has a large family to care. To care. Here care is verb, na? Care is verb. So care for. For will be used. For will be used. He has a large family to care for. Why do we need for? Because as I said, if care is verb, we need to add for. Okay, so here for will be suffixed. Clear? He has a large family to care for. Okay. Now the next question, question number 8. Your time starts now. These poisonous gases will affect our health. These poisonous gases will affect our health. See, I'm going to tell you something very important. Difference between effect and affect. Effect and affect. Now, you must be thinking, sir, this is something very obvious, and we all know that what is the difference between effect and affect. but I am going to tell you something that I am sure you do not know. Okay, let me tell you something. What you know is this: affect is a verb always used in negative sense. Okay, always used in a negative sense. For example, pollution is affecting our health. Okay, pollution is affecting our health. Surya, I know that effect is noun, affect is verb, but I am telling you something more important. Okay, now you all know that affect is a verb which has a negative meaning. For example, pollution is affecting our health. Now the word effect is a noun. It means consequences. Okay, for example, there is no effect of my advice. Okay, so effect is noun. This is something that we all know. That affect is a verb which has a negative meaning and effect is a noun. Okay, but what you do not know is that the word effect is also a verb. The word effect is also a verb, which means to bring or to make changes. Effect is a noun and effect is a verb as well, which means to bring, to make changes. Okay, to bring or to make changes. Let me give you one example. The new CEO of the company has blank some new policies. Okay, now the options are affected, affected. Okay, now many students think that effect is just a noun. So here we need, after has, we need third form of verb. So many students think that effect is a noun. It is not a verb. And if effect is not a verb, how can we use it in a third form? Because there is no form of noun. So many students think that affect would be the right answer, but here affect is wrong, effect is right. Because here effect means to make changes. Okay, the new CEO of the company has effected new policies. It means the CEO of the company has brought about some changes. He has made some changes in the policy. Okay, so effect is not only a noun, it is also a verb, which means to bring changes. Is it clear? Now tell me, did you know this? No, I'm sure everyone knows the conventional things that we have been studying for a very long time, that affect is a verb, effect is a noun, and we are stuck with those old rules that we have been studying and teachers are, teaching them continuously. They are not making any change. They are not affecting actually. Okay, right. So let's see the next question. Third, the only Indian to win the Nobel Prize for the literature was Rabindranath Tagore. The only Indian to win the Nobel Prize, for the literature was Rabindranath Tagore, Kavi Guru. Rabindranath Tagore is known as Kavi Guru in Bengal. Kavi Guru. The only Indian to win the Nobel Prize for the literature. No, Pallav, was is absolutely correct, because this is not a present event, this is past. He got in past, so was is absolutely correct. See, literature is a subject. Literature is a subject, and with subject we do not use definite article. Okay, we do not use definite article the with subject. For example, we cannot say the English is very interesting, or we cannot say the physics I find the physics very difficult. Okay, so with subjects we do not use the. Okay, so literature is subject, so we cannot use the with it. Okay, so the will be removed. Clear? Okay, question number 10. Question number 10. After his illness, the patient was sick with life. It is not a fact, Pallav. It is not a fact. Fact means when something fact means something which occurs repeatedly. So Rabindranath Tagore got the Nobel Prize just once. He is not getting it repeatedly. He got the Nobel Prize just once. Okay, so it cannot be a fact. Fact is something that happens, that occurs repeatedly. Yes. See, in this sentence, sick with life, this is wrong. Okay, because sick is always followed by of. Sick of something means to get bored of something, or to be annoyed. Okay, for example, if I say I am sick of you, that means I am bored of you, or I get annoyed when I meet you. Okay, so sick is always followed by of. So here with will be replaced by of. Okay, now the next one, question number 11. I told him that I availed the opportunity. I told him that I availed the opportunity. I told him that I availed the opportunity. So here the error is in the second part. Okay, availed is always followed by of. Availed of. Okay, I told him that I availed of the opportunity. And one more thing, avail is a transitive verb, so it needs a reflexive pronoun or an object after it. So availed is always followed by of, and since avail is a transitive verb, so it needs an object or a reflexive pronoun, right? So it would become availed myself of. So availed will be followed by two words, myself and of. Okay, availed myself of, right? Since availed is a transitive verb, it needs an object or a reflexive pronoun, and it is always followed by preposition of. So here availed will be replaced by availed myself of. Okay, availed myself of. Clear? Okay, the next one. I think he owns an expensive painting by Hussein. I think he owns an expensive painting by Hussein. Yes. Try this question. I think he owns an expensive painting by Hussein. No, Surya, no. Owned is not the right answer. Is owned is not the right answer. I think he owns an expensive painting by Hussein. Pallab said no error but not sure. Why are you not sure? You must be sure. Okay. I'm giving you 30 more seconds. I'm giving you 30 more seconds. I want you to brainstorm, right? You need to brainstorming is needed, man. No, no. Chetu, owned is also incorrect. Owned is also incorrect. No. I think I am audible now. Am I audible? Am I audible? Am I audible? Yes. Okay. So what I was trying to tell you that whenever it comes to spot an error, we never considered the fourth and very important part, which is no error. Okay. Since we are directed to spot an error, since we are directed to find an error, we tend to find error even if it is not there. Okay. So always keep in mind that there is one very important part of a sentence, that is no error. Okay. So if you are directed to find an error, it doesn't mean that you have to create an error. Okay. If you think that there is no error, if you do not see any error in a sentence, be sure that no error can be the answer. Okay. So here the answer is no error. The answer is no error. I gave you extra time to read this sentence just because I wanted to see that how sure you are. Okay. Because this is our tendency that we are not very prone to selecting the no error option. Yes, I know this. I know this. That's why I gave you extra time, so that I could know that how sure you are. Okay. Now, question number 13. It is time we should have done. It is time we should have done something wrong. 30 seconds. It is time we should have done something wrong. See, in this sentence, should have done will be replaced by did. Okay. Should have done will be replaced by did, because it is time, or it is high time, or it is about time, or it is the same time. With these phrases, we use second form of verb. We use second form of verb, or 2 plus V1. Okay. So if a sentence starts with these phrases, if a sentence starts with these phrases, and subject is given, we have to use the second form, and its subject is missing, we need to use 2 plus V1. Okay. For example, it is time we started this work. Okay. And it is time to start this work. Okay. Both the sentences are right. So after it is time, we can use 2 plus V1. And if after it is time, subject is given, then we have to use the second form. Okay. And we have to use the second form. Right. Now the next one, question number 14. 30 seconds. He will tell you about it when he will come back. He will tell you about it when he will come back. So this sentence is very easy. This sentence is very easy. When is a subordinate conjunction? When is a subordinate conjunction? And subordinate conjunction is not followed by future tense. Subordinate conjunction is not followed by future tense. So here will has to be removed and come will be replaced by comes. He will tell you about it when he comes back. When he comes back, Prajwal, not come back. Okay, comes back. Okay. Now the next one, question number 15, and you have 30 seconds. A large sign near the entrance warns the visitors to beware about bears. Yes. Chetu, you can use any of the word, return or come back. Return is equal to come back. Okay, so come back is also right and return is also right. Yes, in this sentence, the word beware is always followed by of. Okay, beware is followed by of. So here about will be replaced by of. Okay, about will be replaced by of. Okay, now the next one, question number 16. I do not suppose anyone will volunteer, will they? I do not suppose anyone will volunteer, will they? Yes, this is an important question. What is the error in this sentence? Let me start the timer first. Okay, 30 seconds. I don't suppose anyone will volunteer. I do not suppose anyone will volunteer. Yes, what is the error in this sentence? Prajwal, I think that you have not studied question tags. That's why you are making this mistake. Pallab, Chetu, all of you, guys, haven't you studied question tags? Your answers are suggesting me that you have not studied question tags. See, here the helping verb is will. Okay, and the helping verb of sentence is used as the helping verb of question tag as well. So if the sentence has will as helping verb, you cannot change it in question tag, right? So will is absolutely correct. Will is absolutely correct. One thing. Second, indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns are replaced by they in question tag. Okay, so here anyone is an indefinite pronoun. Anyone is an indefinite pronoun, and indefinite pronouns are replaced by they. So they is also correct. Now, question tag of negative sentence is positive and positive sentence is negative. So the sentence is negative. That's why we need a positive question tag. So will they is absolutely correct. In this sentence, there is no error. In this sentence, there is no error. Okay, in this sentence there is no error, right? Next question, question number 17. I am looking forward for the day of my wedding. I am looking forward for the day of my wedding. I am looking forward for the day of my wedding. What is the error in this sentence? See, looking forward is always followed by to. Okay, I am looking forward to meeting you. Okay, so looking forward is always followed by to. One more thing, that looking forward to is followed by a noun or a pronoun or ing. Okay, looking forward to is followed by looking forward to. Looking forward to can be followed by a noun, pronoun or ing, but looking forward cannot be followed by first form. Okay, looking forward to is followed by noun or pronoun or ing form, but it is never followed by first form. So here for will be replaced by to. Here for will be replaced by to. Okay, last question. Can you cope up with this work? Can you cope up with this work? Can you cope up with? See, cope with is a phrasal verb. Cope with is a phrasal verb. Okay, it means to be accustomed with something. Okay, so here the use of up is superfluous. This is superfluous. Okay, the use of up is superfluous. It should be, can you cope with all this work? Can you cope with all this work? Okay, let's see one more question. Question number 90. Let's finish 20 questions today. He served as president of the Lions Club since 15 years. He served as president of Lions Club since 15 years. See, here since will be replaced by for 15 years. Here for means till. Here for means till. For 15 years means till 15 years. Okay. Now the last question. That was the most unique opportunity he got in his life. This is a very easy question. The word unique is already in superlative form. There is nothing more than unique. So most is superfluous. Most cannot be used with the word unique. Okay, this is something that you will study in adjectives. Okay, this is part of adjective. Okay, so as I have told you several times that I am desperately planning actually to take a session where I would be able to teach you conceptual things. Okay, so I am desperately planning to do that. So very soon I'll be doing it. Okay, so this much for today. See you tomorrow at 10. Till then, goodbye.